So as you know that ADFS server required Microsoft Active Directory for its attribute store and also required a public key certificates. Here we won't be able to manage public key certificate. That's what we have created internal CA server. From there we will create the SSL certificate. But in real time cases, CA server not required. You need to purchase the ADFS certificate from any vendor like Entrust, Symantec, DigiCert, everywhere. Clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
So last week we are unable to create the, let me delete this, I will show you. If I create again,
So may I know why that issue was
yes,
occurring
yes, yes,
that time?
I'll show you, I'll show you what we did, what why this issue happened, I'll show you. Let me create the certificate. Select the computer certificate and enroll. Okay, certificate has been created successfully. Actually the issue is, if I go to AD, first things what I did, here in comes to built-in group, there is a one option of distributed com users. Basically the purpose is member are allowed to launch object in the machine distributed com user. Here you need to add it three things: the account you are using for CA service, domain controller and domain computer. These three things you need to add it here in distributed com users. Clear? Is that clear?
Okay.
And here you need to add it. Once you done this, go to your user ID CDAR. Here I have created service principal name. This is very mandatory. Service principal name is basically used to delegate in Kerberos service over any service account. So here what kind of service we need? HTTP service, delegate to whom? CA server. So first I am delegating HTTP CA01 and the second I will delegating HTTP CA with full FQDN. Once I done this, then my this problem was over. Clear? Is that clear?
Okay.
Acha. Next what we do now, we will install ADFS role. So I am just closing here. For your information, one more thing I am telling you, in case the phrase ADFS server, let's say in company production environment, if you are installing the first time ADFS server, remember you need to create the CSR with the concern of private key. You need to create CSR with the concern of private key. In that case, how you do that? In that case, best option, you have to install IIS. So after that, once the IIS is installed, did you see my screen? Everyone able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Again, I'm telling you, if you are planning to configure your ADFS server from scratch, so you need to purchase the public key certificate. Before purchase the certificate, you need to generate CSR from your ADFS server. The purpose is to contain the private key. In this case, you need to install the IIS role. After that, you have to go to inet mgr expand it,
But in our case, we have taken the certificate from CA, na? So it is mandatory or it is required for external certificate purchase.
I just show you the mechanism. In real cases, what happened? Real cases, CSR will not there, right? Your manager will tell you just purchase the certificate for CS server. In that case, if you in that case, if you don't know how to generate the CSR and that contain the private key, it is a problem, right? So I'll tell you that technique as well. So in that case,
Got it.
go to server certificate. Here there is an option for complete certificate request.
First option, maybe.
So here click on the first option. Yes. First things you need to give your complete server name. That is ADFS. .mylab.local. Okay. Organization, your company name, mylab.local. Organization in it, you can give the IT, city, Kolkata. Remember state, West Bengal, and country, India. Always remember country will be 2 digit or else it will give you the error. After that, just change the CD, your bit length. Next, and now once it is done, just pass this CSR to your application, certificate vendor. Tell them to generate the SSL certificate. They will generate based on the CSR. Clear? But it is not required here because we are using internal CS server. Just I'll show you in case if you are procuring the ADFS server, you need to know, right? That's what I tell you. Clear?
Okay.
Let's delete it. It is not required from our case. In this case, what we can do now, we'll install the ADFS role. Because this is how once you generate the CSR, it will contain the private key. Later on, you can export the certificate for your web applications proxy, as a private key format. Click on next, next, next. Select Active Directory Federation Service. After that, there is an option Configure Federation Service. If you close this, just go to the drop down. Add a federation server to a federation server firm. If you want to create multiple server as a firm, Then the second option, the first option is the fresh one. Click on next. Next. Now this time Federation service name, Federation display name. My Lab Federation. Acha. The SSL certificate not generated. Okay. So now what I can do now, So it is started on pfx format. Okay, now it is started on pfx.pfx format. Now we can what we can do now, I'll install the ADFS role again. Go to server manager. Now it can now it's showing. Okay, now it is showing.
Yes, yes.
So my federation server name is mylab, federation service display name is mylab fed, like Parichay. Okay, it is like mylab fed. But generally, ADS server need two kind of database. Either you use Windows internal database or you use SQL server. So 99% cases company go with Windows internal server just for lack of maintenance. Now almost prerequisite done, the ADFS we are going to configure. Now what we can do now, your ADFS server installed successfully, you will get it here in ADFS management console. Now if you close this, you can get it here in ADFS. Or if it is not there, if you are not able to fetch it, so then go to here, best option, go to server manager. In tools, AD Federation services. Now it's look like this. I think Hemanta, it is clear to you. I mean, you are very well known for the ADFS, right?
Yes, sir.
Now here you can see expand the services. You will see the certificate. Generally 3 certificates are there. Okay. So at the time of ADFS creation, 2 certificate created automatically, that is token signing certificates and token decryption certificate. So this one token signing and this one token decryption, and one is the service communication certificate and SSL certificate. So service communication certificate is basically required to authenticate application request, and SSL certificate provide the certificate security during the time of transaction. Clear? And token signing and token decryptions you know already. Let's show you the entire path. Hold on. Just a second. Just a minute, I have a call, huh? Just a minute. Hello. না 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 আমরা শুক্রবার দিন যাচ্ছি তো। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে, আমি তোমাকে ওখানে গিয়ে ফোন করে নেবো, ঠিক আছে? হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ আমি পড়াচ্ছি গো। হ্যাঁ না না ওরা যাবে না, ওরা যাবে না। ঠিক আছে। Okay. Sorry, I'm back. I have a con. Now there is a common interview question is that you are using one single certificate in two way. One purpose is for SSL, another purpose is service communication. So what is the difference between them? ADFS SSL certificate and service communication certificate are both used in the context of Active Directory Federation services, but they serve different purpose. ADFS SSL certificate are primarily used to secure the communication between client and the ADFS server. These certificates are used to encrypt data transfer during authentication and other ADFS related communication. Got my point? Is that clear, Hemanto?
Yes, sir.
They are responsible for securing the ADFS endpoints, including the ADFS/LS endpoint that handles the logon process. ADFS SSL certificate play a crucial role in ensuring the confidentiality and integrity of the data transmitted during the authentication process. These certificates should be used by trusted certificate authority and must be valid the correctly configured for secure ADFS operation. Now comes to service communication certificate. Service communication certificate in ADFS are used for securing communication between ADFS server in a firm or between ADFS server with other service such as web application, proxy or other relying parties. Again I am saying service communication certificates in ADFS are used for securing communication between ADFS server and web application proxy. They are important for securing the internal communication within ADFS infrastructure and between ADFS and other components involved in the authentication process. These certificates are used for token signing, token decrypting, ensuring the security token exchange during the authentication process. Service communication certificates are often self-signed, certificate or certificate issued by internal CA or external CA. They do not necessarily need to publicly trusted. In summary, ADFS SSL certificate are primarily for securing external client communication and the logon process while servicing. Communication certificate are used for securing internal communication within ADFS infrastructure and with other services involved in the authentication process. Both type of certificate are essential for the securing operational ADFS. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
Achha. Next we will discuss what is the major difference between token signing and token decryption. Basically you can see that the token signing certificate validity just 1 year along with the token decryptions. If I open it, I'll show you. Just 1 year. See that. Because for the security purpose, it's every year you have to renew. For security purpose, every year you have to renew. Is that clear? Acha. Token signing certificate in Active Directory Federation services, token signing and token decryption certificate are used to secure the token issued during the authentication and federation process. In token signing certificate, a token signing certificate is used to digitally sign the security tokens that ADFS issues during authentication and federation process. When ADFS generated a token, it signed it with the private key of the token signing certificate. This signature is include the token and it serves as a proof of the token's authority and integrity. Relying parties and other services that trust the ADFS can use the associated public key of the token signing certificate to verify the token's authenticity and ensure it has not been tampered. If we come to token decryption certificate, a token decryption certificate is used when ADFS receive token from identity provider or other trusted parties in a federated environment. Token decryption certificate is used when ADFS receives token from an identity provider or other trusted parties in the federated environment. Some tokens like security assertion markup language token may be encrypted for added security. ADFS uses a token decryption certificate private key to decrypt the tokens. After decryption, ADFS can validate the token content exactly the claim and process authentication and authorization purpose. So, in short, both token signing and token decryption certificate play a crucial role ensuring the security and trustworthiness of the token used in federated identity. Single sign-on scenario, it is essential to keep this certificate up to date, secure and properly configured within your ADFS infrastructure to maintain the security and reliability of your federated services. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
So ADFS server maintenance comes only this certificate replacement. One is service communication certificate replacement, another one is token and token signing certificate replacement. Perfect. Now the first things we have understood now how to configure the ADFS server. After configure the ADFS server, the main three component of the ADFS is three certificate: token signing, token decryption and SSL certificate. We have understood the funda, what is it. Now let's understood the relying party trust. What is it? Relying party trust mean the configuration of the application using for the SSO. Let's understand what do you mean by SSO and which protocol is using here. Okay, let's understood two cases. Just tell me the scenario. First case is there is a food festival there, and this is the door you are entering. Got it? In food festival you are entering. So one window it is taking huge amount. Let's say 10,000. You wonder why 10,000? Even after entering, all stall are free for you. All stall, anything you go, it's totally free. Unlimited food you can enjoy. Another cases, what happened? Once you are entering to the festivals, they will charge you very nominal amount. After that, wherever you go, you have to pay. Now it depending on the scenario which one you are using. Now the first case is you are authenticated first time, and next time whenever you need any services, it's totally free for you. You will no need to further authenticate. This is called single sign on. So only one time you have to sign in, every time you have a access. Is that clear? Is that clear? What do you mean by SSO? Got my point? Yes or no?
Yes.
Perfect. Another small, very small example, like sometime you are using your company share / audit server / WSAS server. You are often using this share path, something to keep the file, something for enter the day. So first time whenever you are accessing, it might require the enter your user ID password you are given, right? After it, again whenever you are asking, will it ask you any password? Yes or no? Will it ask it any user ID password?
No, if single sign-on is enabled, it's not required.
Exactly. So the single sign-on is the features. It is reducing the prompting enter user ID passwords. And not only that, it is also straightening the security features. The protocol working here, it's SAML. The main protocol is working here. The name is called SAML. SAML. Security assertion markup language. Security assertion markup language, current version running is 2.0. If anyone asks you question, which protocol currently using by ADFS, answer is SAML 2.0. Other than SAML 2.0, does any other protocol support by ADFS? Answer is yes. That is WS-FED. These two protocols basically using by the ADFS, but 99% cases we use SAML 2.0. Clear? 100% case you say 2.0. Clear? Yes
sir.
Perfect. Now let's come to the mechanism how SAML works. So for your information, SAML is security assertion markup language work between identity provider and service provider. In short answer, if anyone asks you what do you mean by SAML, SAML is the authentication protocol. We can say it's called security assertion markup language. Modern version is 2.0. It's work between identity provider and service provider. Let's say this is your identity provider and this is your service provider. Now what happened? Whenever you are trying to authenticate here, authenticate means like whenever, remember that picture from AD user trying to access the application by entering user ID password. After enter the user ID password, what they do? Application direct send information to ADFS. So in that case, who is your IDP? Who is your identity provider? ADFS, right?
ADFS.
Now ADFS, from where he will validate? He don't have any database, right?
No,
So
AD from AD.
ADFS will validate the user from attribute store from Active Directory. Now after validate, AD will send them token. What kind of token? Carp token or carp ticket. But that ticket will have information about how long the users will be session active and what is the timestamp, like that. Now ADFS convert that ticket to token, and the token contain the information which is created as a relying party trust. Now ADFS will validate them. Okay, give him access. Now that person enter into the environment. That person not enter, after he is getting authentication, that token generate. That token basically, once the token generated, same token, how many of your service provider, from everyone it has been distributed. Now service provider fine, okay, you are ADFS token, fine, based I trust you, based on the token he directly give him access. Come on, access myself, then only you are getting this access. So it is the play between identity provider and service provider by using protocol SAML. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
SAML protocol is used by on-premises ADFS as well as Azure Enterprise application. SAML 2.0 is supported by ADFS as well as Azure Enterprise. Clear? Azure also support one more protocol, that is called OAuth. Another protocol supported by Azure, that is OAuth, Open Authorization Protocol. Whenever we will go for the Azure ready, we will discuss more on this. Okay. So as of now, how ADFS work, is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Today class I will complete more topic, because next week I will not be available, neither Saturday neither Monday. So I will try to cover as much as ADFS. Now we only have the remaining topic, that is certificate replacement. Okay. After that ADFS will be end. So as much as topic I will contain today, both you can say 2 class I will add it next Saturday class. I mean I will be not be there, so that's why 2 class I will complete, and almost near to end the ADFS, and then after your course is end, we'll go to Azure Ready Connect. Clear? Okay. So in this case, generally SSO how it's work you understood. Now I am telling about the endpoints of the Azure ADFS component. So basically it's a certificate. Here you can see that. Now comes to endpoints. Basically this is the endpoint, different endpoints of your application know about your ADFS. Metadata also endpoint. My question, how will you find the metadata URL from your ADFS? That is another interview question. How will you find the ADFS metadata link? In this case, you have to go to command prompt make it PowerShell. After that you run the command get-adfs endpoints. Here you can search metadata. Yes, this is your metadata URL. So if your manager asks you question, Hemanto, can you send me the ADFS metadata? What is metadata? Metadata contain the configuration of your ADFS server. What can the component? It contain your token signing and token decryption certificate, token designing certificate, along with ADFS endpoints. Okay, these are the information contains the metadata. That metadata you need to send the application team at the time of SSO onboarding. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Okay.
So in this,
so then metadata contain the all certificate details as well as the endpoint details, right?
not all certificate. SSL certificate, service communication certificate will not there. Only token signing, token decryption certificate will be there.
Okay.
Because why it is included? Because this metadata you need to send to the application team. Application team will import this metadata to their end application. Why? Because of if they do not import this metadata, they will not aware about our ADFS endpoint, what to send authentication request and ADFS token signing certificate. Later on what happened, when ADFS send the token, the application won't be able to retrieve the token as a whole, SSO will fail. That's what that recently we did the activity for token signing certificate replacement. You are aware of that. The purpose after renew the token signing certificate, you have to send the certificate or metadata to the individual application team, the relying party configure in your ADFS end, or else the SSO will fail. Because once the ADFS, after authentication, once the ADFS will send that token to the application team won't be able to retrieve the token. Let's say you have ordered one parcel from Flipkart or Amazon. Now product come to your home and it is totally encrypted and very wrap, kind of huge metallic wrap was there. You are not be able to unwrap. Will you able to get the material? What? No, na? Now if they send you the key, through this key you can easily wrap up. Yes or no?
Yes.
Same thing happened here. That's what we have to import the metadata to application server, so that application server will have the end-to-end visibility and information about our ADFS, like token signing, token decryption and endpoints. Later on, when ADFS send back the claim to them, token to them, they can unzip decode this. Now how will you download the metadata? Just copy this, and after that, better option, you can put it into your Google Chrome. It will download it very short span of time. If you put it on I, it will create a chaos and haphazardly won't be able to understand. Better options, you put it on Chrome. Acha, let me This kind of things you will not be able to understand. That is a problem. Okay, let me added one drive and install the internet. I'll show you because until I upgrade the Chrome, it will not show me. Let me install one card. I'm trying to install the Chrome. Let's see. It's very pathetic because, you know, links are very slow actually. Let me download from here. Okay, now what I can say you that how to download the metadata, right? So in that case, just again go to your ADFS, make it PowerShell. Hello, my voice is audible.
Yes, yes.
Get hyphen ADFS endpoint. So many endpoints are there. Search it and go to here. First enter, second enter. You will see the enter complete path. Mark it and paste it in your Google Chrome browser. Once you enter, now see that it is fraction of second it has been downloaded. It's just a XML file, 69 KB size, not more than that. Now if you click on it, you can see that your metadata. I think you are aware here in your organization metadata information, right? So here our metadata is adfs.mylab.local adfs service trust. Clear?
Okay.
So that metadata you need to send information to your application team. They will import the metadata to their end. Now the metadata, ADFS metadata contain three information. Just a sec, hold on. Hold on, just a minute. So basically, ADFS metadata, often referred as a federation metadata, it contains important information about an Active Directory Federation service deployment. This metadata is typically provided as an XML document and include the following information. First things, entity information. The metadata document identifies the federation server or identity provider entity. This includes the entity ID, which is unique identifier for your ADFS server. Public key and certificate. The metadata contain the public key and certificate used for token signing and encryption. These are crucial for securing the token exchange and during federation process. Another one is an endpoints. The document specified the various endpoint and URL used for different federation related operation such as single sign-on and single logout. Claim rule. Information about the claim rule and transformation rules used process for the transfer and claim. These are the information it will contain. Clear? One is entity, another one is entity of the federation server, token signing, token decryption, certificate and endpoints. Now I'm telling you one thing. Let's say see X.509, this is the certificates are there. If you click on it, Anyway, this is actually contain these certificates. Okay, so and endpoints. Different endpoints. These all are the endpoints. So metadata content, these are the endpoints. Clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now I am going to tell you how to create relying party trust. Relying party trust, what is relying party trust? Just the configuration of your application server, how he will log on. That is called relying party trust. So basically the first process, you whenever there is a call for application onboarding, whenever there is a call for application onboarding, you need to send your ADFS metadata to your application team. Tell them that import this application metadata to your application end. Post you import the metadata, you need to export your application metadata. But 90% cases I found that application don't have options to export the embed metadata. In this case, if your application owner saying, sorry, I can't export the metadata, what else the options? In that case, just ask two information. One is ID, which kind of ID? Identifier ID and SAML assertion consumer URL, and third thing, claim rule. These three information is required. Based on the three information, we will configure federation metadata, federation SSO. So in that case, they don't have the metadata. They tell you that my application ID is https:// my lab application, and SAML assertion consumer URL, let's say this is kind of things, and claim rule, name ID, email. So based on the three info, we'll show you how to create the relying party trust. Go to in your ADFS management. After that, what you need to do, go to relying party trust, right click, add relying party trust. The first option is claim aware application or non-claim aware. So select the first option, click on start. If you have metadata, then you can easily import through browsing. If you don't have, click enter, click on next. Put the application name, click on next, click on this option. As I say you, SAML 2.0 SSL support. Okay, another one is enabled support for WS Federation passive protocol. So generally none of the applications support it. Nowadays all applications support SAML 2.0. So here you give that URL, now it is asking you the identifier, give that URL, Now your application has been onboarded successfully. Clear? Now what you need to do, go to edit claim insurance policy, add rules, select here, click on next, give them name inbound, select active directory attribute, select here email address, your application has been onboarded successfully. Now you tell them application developer to test the SSO. In case SSO fail, then we need to do the SAML trace, and we will fix the issue. So this is all about the ADFS operations, our day-to-day environment. Next classes I will tell you how to replace the certificate of your token signing, token decryption and service communication. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Any question? Any question comes to your mind?
No, as of now, it is fine.
Perfect. So the next class probably we will on today's next I think Monday I will not be there. I will come to Tuesday. So we have a class on 20. Okay. And 20 hopefully our ADFS end, and then your Windows course is end. Then we will, you can check if anything, any
No, 18 will be Saturday, na?
sorry,
18 will be Saturday, na?
18 will be Saturday. No, 18 I will be on call. 18 will be on call. 20 Monday.
Okay.
Okay. So the day we will complete the ADFS along with your Windows Server course complete, and then we will move to Azure AD Connect. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yes. How many day today actually?
76.